Okay class, let's begin. I got several students ask me how to solve this one, where it's a trigonometric, quadratic trigonometric, okay, or quadratic. Okay, at first glance, it looks quite hard, but to be honest, it's not that tough. Okay, the idea is if you want to solve this, since they are all trigo, you see here cos squared, sec squared, cosec squared, and then there's a special case here lah, tan squared and sec squared. The thing is, if you see here, this is cos squared, then there's only sine 1. There's sec squared, only tan 1. Alright, do you remember this formula? I mean, like it or not, you need to memorize this formula. Cos squared plus sine squared, sorry I missed my theta, equals to 1. Like it or not, you must memorize this. I can derive another 2 more formula from here. How? Divide everything by cos squared. So what do I get? 1 plus sine over cos, tan squared theta, 1 over cos, sec squared theta. Okay, siapa yang, I mean if you found it difficult, 1 over cos, remember C is what? Sec. It's not that super difficult. And then if I divide again by sine squared, I divide from here, right? Okay. Cos over sine, cot. Sine over sine, 1 over sine. Remember there are 3 things: sec, cosec, and cot. S, right? 1 over sine. You must memorize this one, okay? I'll be honest with you, so I just memorized the first line and I derived the other 2. Okay, I don't memorize all 3. And what about cot? 1 over tangent, 1 over tangent or cos over sine. You guys okay? So in order for you to solve this one, let's have a look. Let me write in a different one. 6 cos squared theta plus sine theta minus 5 equals to 0. So how? Which one can I use the formula? Is it the cos or is it the sine? Cos, right? Because you got cos squared here. So and then I got people ask, sir, but this is cos squared, sir. But up here is cos squared, but here is cos squared plus sine squared equals to 1. Not that super difficult, guys. Just easily rearrange it. Cos squared theta plus sine squared theta equals to 1. Just move the rest. You don't need to this one side here. Cos squared theta 1 minus sine squared theta. And what do you do with this thing? You substitute inside here. So 6 1 minus sine squared theta plus sine minus 5 equals to 0. And pretty much straightforward. 6 minus 6 sine squared theta plus sine minus 5 equals to 0. Okay, I don't like my sine squared to be negative, so I can times everything by negative. Or you might want to rearrange first. Negative 6 sine squared theta plus sine minus 5 plus 6. Easily 1. I don't like things to be negative here. I times everything by negative. And then how do we solve here? Yeah. Well, yeah, factorize is the thing to go, but some of you could not see it just now. So yeah, you can choose something that you rarely use. M equals to, so you got yourself 6 m squared minus m. And how do you factorize this? What do you get? M equals to 1 over 2 negative 1 over 3. Cut by the works magics of calculator. And are we done? Why not? You need to sub back, okay? If you stop here, this is the common mistakes in exams. I cannot help you if you don't remember. So you need to sub this one back. Can you see the writing, guys, in front? You need to sub back. So just simply sine theta equals to half negative 1 over 3. Okay, since this one is positive, which quadrant is it? Before you press your calculator, class, ask yourself which quadrant. This is 1 and 2. What about this one? 3 and 4. How do you know? I'll add sugar to coffee. There's multiple ways of memorizing. Okay. My advice is this. Always ask yourself which quadrant before you press your calculator. Because normally when you press your calculator, you will forget which quadrant. So, sine half is what? Sine negative 1 half? 30. So it's 30. What about the second one? 150, okay? Now, what about this one? Negative, which quadrant? Okay. Shift sign this, what do you get? I think I need a calculator. May I borrow sekejap? Sorry ya. Yeah, this is my worries. Okay, if you go straight to negative, you will get this. If you go negative 1 over 3, shift sign, you get this negative issue here, which I think is quite difficult for you to solve. Alright? So my advice is this. Take the negative out first. 1 over 3, shift sign, you got yourself 19.47. So things are a bit easier for you now. Don't shift with negative, okay? If you shift with negative, quite tough. Don't shift Trigo. So my advice, like I've said, is now 1 over 3. So now I get myself 19.47. So where can I say 19.47 in this angle? Quadrant, which quadrant? 3 and 4, right? So here is your 19.47. Where is the other one? C, right? 19.47. Are you okay with it? How are we going to read our diagram? Yeah, if you want to read this one is 180 plus 19.47. What about this one here? This one here is 360 minus 19.47. Are you okay? Do you want me to explain again? In normal situation, that will be a right answer. But in this situation, that is a wrong answer. Because if you read the question, it has a range. And they ask here negative 180 to 180. Is this still in range? This outside of the range. Okay, so how are we going to get into this other range? You need to go it this way, okay? You guys are not all wrong. So we need to go it, I mean, this is positive. So that means this is negative. Okay? Negative. So from here until here, what about here? Negative 19.47, okay? So the quadrant 4 is negative 19.47. Now what about this one here? Well, we can do it multiple ways. 180 minus 19.47, that's one way. $160.53. Should I take this one? Just add negative for it. Negative 160.53. Now our answer is within the range. Are you guys okay? So I leave the other threes for you on your own. Okay? You want me to explain again? Is there any part you don't understand? Raise your hand. Okay, so good luck. There are the three questions, okay? To the viewers, let me show you one more time. You may snapshot this one. And the answers for that will be this will be the answer. Okay?